welcome to Pirate Day.
We're sailing the deep blue sea.
That's right. So, go find your treasure and your plank and your ship and, I don't know, all that pirate stuff. A few things we gotta talk about before we start today. On ReadWorks, Allison, Eric, Alina, and that's it, are doing really, really good. They've been reading all those stories and keeping up with the questions on them. I haven't really had anyone last week on iReady. Guys, I need you to get on iReady and work on that just because it's really going to help you. That's the stuff that they're going to be talking about the first days of second grade. So it's really going to help you be ready for second grade since we can't be in the classroom again. I really would like it if you could get on iReady and work on those also, please, and thank you. Got a few jokes to start out Pirate Day. Let's see. What has 8 legs, 8 arms, and 8 eyes? 4 pirates.
Yarr, me mateys. Arr.
Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet? Because they spend so many years at sea.
Yarr, me mateys. Arr.
Arr. Get it? They're on a ship at sea, in the sea ocean. Okay. How much did the pirate pay for his...
Peg and hook! Peg and hook!
How much did the pirate pay for his peg and hook? An arm and a leg!
Yarr, me mateys. Arr.
Oh, yeah, I'm not too good at those. All right. So let's go ahead and let's do our Junie B Jones story.
Aye, Captain.
Let's see. I cannot read a word of this. I'm going to have to go up with the patch for a minute. All right. We last left off Junie B Jones and her big fat mouth. What chapter were we on? Let's see. Tingling we did yesterday. I believe we're at Jobs and Jobs, chapter on page 51 according to the table of contents. When I got off the bus, I zoomed to room 9. That's because I want a job day to start very quick. Only first we had to take attendance. And then we had to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. Except for I really don't know what that story's talking about. Then finally, Mrs. clapped her loud hands together. And job day started. That's what. Boys and girls, you look wonderful in your outfits. I can't wait to learn what all you want to be when you grow up. Who would like to go first? I would! I yelled out. Then my bestest friend Lucille raised her hand very polite. She got to go first. Lucille looked the most beautifulest I'd ever seen. She was wearing a new dress that her Nana bought for her, and it was the color of pink velvet. Also, she had on shiny pink shoes and socks with laces and bows on them. Lucille's Nana is loaded, I think. Lucille went to the front of the room and she reached into a little bag and pulled out a sparkling crown with jewels on it. Then all room 9 said, "Ooh." Well, except for the boys. When I grow up, I'm going to marry a prince and I'll be a princess and my name will be Princess Lucille. Then she put the sparkling crown on her head and she looked like one of those fairy tale guys. Mrs. smiled. That's a lovely thought, Lucille, she said. Oh, I know. My Nana says if you marry a prince, you're set for life. After that, Lucille said her dress cost $85 and her shoes cost $45 and her lacy socks costed $6.50 plus tax. Then Mrs. told Lucille to sit down. Ricardo went next. He was wearing a round yellow hat. It was the hat you can kind of bang on because it was really hard. This is called a hard hat, he said. You have to wear it when you're building tall buildings or somebody might draw a hammer up from high and if it hits you on the head, it could kill you. Mrs. smiled. So you're interested in construction, Ricardo? But Ricardo just got talking about stuff that could fall on your head and kill you. Like paint cans, an electric drill, and a lunchbox. Then Mrs. said, sit down to him too. That's when William raised his hand. Only he was being very bashful and he wouldn't go to the front of the room. You don't have to be nervous, William, said Mrs. Just tell us what you want to be when you grow up. William covered his face with his hands. Super William, he said real quiet. Then he got out of his seat and he jumped way high up in the air. Only his cape got tangled in his chair and he crashed down onto the table. After that, Super William got very sniffly, and Mrs. said we'd get back to him later. Then lots of other kids talked about their jobs, like a boy named Clifton, who's going to be a rich and famous astronaut, and a girl named Lily, who's going to be a rich and famous movie star, and she also wants to direct, and a boy named Ham, who was going to be a rich and famous boss of a big company, and he taught us how to say the words, "You're fired." And here's the best one of all, because a boy named Jamal said he's going to be a rich and famous president of the whole United States. Cool, said Ricardo. The other boy said cool, too. I did a secret smile, only not as cool as my job, I thought to myself. Then I raised my hand very polite, and Mrs. called my name. Oh boy, I shouted, oh boy, because mine's even better than the President of the United States. I zoomed speedy quick to the front of the room. And in my excitement wouldn't stay inside me anymore. A janitor! I'm going to be a janitor! I hollered. After that, I jingled my jangly keys, and I waved my paintbrush in the air, and I clapped and clapped and clapped. Only too bad for me, because nobody clapped back. And here's something even worser. Room 9 started laughing very much, and it was the mean kind of laugh. She wants to be a janitor, they yelled. Then they pointed at my brown pants, and they called me the name Silly. And I didn't know what to do because I felt kind of crumbling inside. And so I just kept on standing there. And my eyes got a little bit wet in them, and my nose started running very much. That's how come I covered my face up. They're not having courtesy for me, I said real soft. Only just then, Mrs. clapped her angry hands together, and she scolded Room 9 a real lot. Junie B is right, she said. Being a janitor is a very important job. You have to be hardworking and reliable and very, very trustworthy. I peeked through my fingers at her. Yeah, and don't forget the part where you have to save people from danger, I said. Then that Jim I hate laughed right out loud. Janitors don't save people from danger, you goony bird, he said. I stamped my foot at him. Yes, they do too. Because one time I was eating dangerous lifesavers, and janitor made me spit it out. And also he brought his flashlight to room 9, and he saved William from the dangerous dental floss. Then I held up my jingly keys. And see these? Keys are what janitors unlock bathrooms doors with, or else we wouldn't even be able to go to the toilet. And I showed him my paintbrush, and janitors paint litter cans too, and painting is the funnest thing that I love. That Jim did a mean smile. Yeah, well, too bad for you. You're a girl, and janitors have to be boys, so there. I runned over to his table. Oh, no, they do not. You silly head Jim. Girls can be anything boys can. Right, Mrs.? Right? Because I saw that in Sesame Street, and also in Oprah. Mrs. did a smile. Then my bestest friend Grace started to clap. And guess what? All the other girls in room 9 clapped too. And Chapter 8, Gus Flanoy, will read tomorrow. Hey, welcome to Number Talks. Now, we've been talking about fact families, and you guys, I didn't have anyone send in any fact families, but like I said, I'm filming these earlier in the day. When I have people send in their fact families, I will share them with you. I just don't have any to share with you right now. Today, we're going to talk about this guy and what he really means. Now, I got to hold this up because it's driving me nuts. Oh, wow. I'm almost blind. Okay. Equal sign. Remember, if you have an equal sign, that means you are balanced on each side of the number. So, this means whatever's here is the same as what's here. So when I have 8 plus 3, I have to have 11 here. Because 8 plus 3, we know when you add those together, is 11. And 11 is, well, 11. So whatever you have on one side has to equal what's on the other side. So for example, this is kind of fun. If I put 3 plus 2 equals, now I know what someone's going to say because it's kind of an easy one, isn't it? Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. Yes, it is, but watch what else I can do. Can I do this? Ooh. Now, 3 plus 2 equals, and we already know it equals 5. What does 4 plus 1 equal? 4 plus 1 also equals 5. So, whatever you have on one side equals what you have on the other. It doesn't have to just be a number. You're just looking to make sure whatever's on one side is balanced on the other side. For example, I could do something like this. 17 equals now, is this balanced? Do they equal the same thing? We have the number 17, and then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They are the same thing, so they are equal. So, let's try a couple others. Get this off here. All right. If I was going to put a 5 here, what could I put over here that equals 5? What could you add together to equal 5? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with that. So let's try that one on your own. And let's take a look at, I'm going to put a little harder one here. About 4 plus 2 equals, and I want you to give me an equation here that equals the same thing as 4 plus 2. So what plus what equals the same as 4 plus 2? Now, you can't just write 4 plus 2 again because that's the same thing as I have here. You got to come up with something a little different. And I'll just give you another example down below that so you remember how to do that. Because if I had 5 plus 2, now I know 5 plus 2 is 7, so what plus what equals 7? Well, I could do 6 plus 1, that works. I could do 5, I couldn't do 5 plus 2, but I could do 4 plus 3, I could do 3 plus 4, I could do 2 plus 5. So all those would equal 7. So that gives you an idea for that. So what can you do for this one? All right, and let's keep it going with another one here. Let's get some higher numbers on here. What about 10 plus 2. What addition problem could you do for that? All right, give me the answers to that and send them on Class Dojo, email them to me. I will feature you on the next video. Make sure, guys, to tune in for the next one. And next theme day is going to be...
Ooh, Prince and Princesses, Mr. Michelson. Princess and Princes.
Great.
Yay!
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. See you on the next video, guys. Thank you very much. Miss you.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye,